region where I come from, the Andes.
And can you tell me a little bit about the problems that men and women face in the area?
We are facing a lot of issues. I think one of the main issues at the moment is mining, that we have a lot of mining companies want to dig our territory. They want to extract gold and silver and other minerals, and so people are mobilizing because this is a very big issue at the moment for us. As we have the cloud forest, we are protecting a lot of these areas, natural patrimony, and we also have the problems of monocropping, pineapple especially, oil palm, for agrofuel production, and we have also the part of the Colombian conflict we have in certain areas because there is an ongoing conflict since the 1950s.
When I saw it, it did seem like all these problems kind of all fed into each other, and then you had climate change on top of that, which really exacerbated all these underlying issues that were occurring. So from my experience in Colombia, there were lots of different groups and networks that work together. Could you tell me a bit about how they work together?
I would like to emphasize that we are doing a lot of work with peasants women, but also with urban women, and especially we as women believe that we work a lot on the issue of territory, and I would like to say that Yvette Abrams here from South Africa explained to me that if a person doesn't have land, doesn't have any culture, and I think it's true. If we don't have land, we don't have culture. If we lose our territory, we lose a lot, and this is what's happening there as well. We as women have decided that we don't want to be part. Our territory is also what we are, our livelihoods. So women activists in Colombia, and especially in our region, and peasants women, believed that we have the power to preserve our forests, we are custodians of seeds and of water, and so our territory is our main issue. And sorry, I would like to stress that there are many women's organizations, especially rural, but among one, I would like to talk about Amukale, that is a very powerful women organization.
So could you just very quickly tell us about the approach of the different networks, how they transform women's lives and how they address power relations, gender power relations, and maybe talk a little bit about yours.
Yes, I would like to say that as women and as other networks, we believe that if we don't work together, we cannot do this type of work. So what we do is get together, and we have a few networks. One is a network for forest preservation. We also have an agroecological school and women's associations, and we get together, and I see that in the pack, in brief, there are two cases specifically. One is of Norma and another one of Laura. Is one woman or two women who decided to have agroforestry projects, to work on food sovereignty, but with hard conditions, but at the same time very proud of what they are doing. And I think it's something that we have in our work, that we believe that we are rich, actually, that we are not poor, because this is something that you come here and you always listen to. Vulnerable, yes, we are vulnerable because of the climate change conditions, and in the park you can see that. But at the same time, we have strengthened the concept of our richness, such as our forest, what we do with our work. So I think women organizations, and especially the two cases that the Bridge takes and the InBrief has chose the strength of these women, Laura and Norma, to fight for their food sovereignty and for the right to preserve livelihoods, sustainable livelihoods.
That's great, thank you. Sorry, before we go back to Janet, I just want to say this will be